Ever thought being Freddy Krueger was a dream job? Invading nightmares, slashing with that iconic glove, dropping one-liners? He's the OG dream demon of Elm Street. But what happens when the king of nightmares wakes up in the 21st century? It's a waking nightmare and not the fun razor-fingered kind. Before we dive into the horror, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Because if Freddy's about to spill his burnt guts for the next 10 minutes, you might as well join the nightmare crew. Now let's explore why being Freddy Krueger in today's society absolutely blows. You know what's worse than being burned alive? Being ignored. Every time Freddy slips into a dream to do his thing, claws out, fedora tilted, the victim just pauses, pulls out their dream phone, and starts scrolling. The next thing he knows, Freddy Fail is trending on Dream TikTok. People used to wake up screaming, hearts pounding. Now they go lucid, muttering, "This is so last century," while manifesting a safe space with essential oils and positive affirmations. He can't even slash in peace. There's always some astral projecting yogi hovering nearby, chanting, "Namaste out of my subconscious, bro." He's not a sleep paralysis demon, Karen. He's the reason your therapy bills skyrocket. And don't even get him started on the authorities. Back in the 80s, they were clueless, which was perfect for Freddy's whole operation. Now, they've got sleep trackers, dream journal apps, and AI therapists that detect nightmare anomalies and flag him as problematic subconscious imagery. He gets an automated dream email telling him his behavior is not conducive to a healthy REM cycle. Freddy misses the good old days. No wearables, no mindfulness apps, just a boiler room, some creepy pipes, and pure, unfiltered terror. That's all it took. These days, if he pops into a kid's nightmare wearing his classic striped sweater, the parent doesn't panic. They sue for unsolicited emotional distress and demand a trigger warning on bedtime stories. Even his glove isn't terrifying anymore. People call it retro chic. Last Halloween, a millennial crafter started selling DIY versions on Etsy with LED lights and Bluetooth speakers. They branded it Krueger Vibes. Now there are influencers on Instagram doing claw ASMR, whispering scratch, scratch, relax to lo-fi beats. He's spent decades as the king of nightmares, and now he's a filter on Snapchat. Imagine the horror of seeing a college kid cosplaying as you at a convention with rainbow claws, captioning it, "Slay Queen, but make it dreamy." The disrespect is real. And the victims? They've evolved. They don't just hide under the covers anymore. They're empowered. They've taken lucid dreaming courses on YouTube, they listen to hypnosis podcasts, and they attend group therapy sessions for recurring nightmare survivors. Freddy slashes someone in a dream now, and they just wake up feeling resilient. They start a GoFundMe, go viral on Reddit's r/no-sleep, and launch a TED Talk titled, "How Freddy Krueger Taught Me to Face My Fears." They psychoanalyze him as a symbol of repressed childhood trauma. No, Chad. He's just here to turn your bed into a bloodbath. Is that so hard to understand? Even Nightmare Night, Freddy's prime time, has gone corporate. It's all sponsored sleep aids and VR horror experiences that are more immersive theater than actual scares. Kids don't fear the dark anymore. They binge-watch horror series on Netflix with the lights on, snacking on vegan popcorn, and then tweet about plot holes. There's no raw terror left. No primal screams, just eye rolls and comments like, "I've seen scarier stuff on my Twitter feed." Does anyone know the soul-crushing feeling of trying to haunt a suburb where the biggest fear is a bad Wi-Fi connection? And of course, there's Nancy. She's still out there, somehow unkillable. Freddy's tried drowning her, slicing her, pulling her through mirrors, but she bounces back like a boomerang with serious boundary issues. He used to see her as his ultimate prey. Now she's basically his unpaid publicist. In every sequel, she's rallying the teens with speeches about fighting back, while Freddy's in the background, glove rusting, just thinking, "Can we please skip to the jump scare already?" But audiences don't want simple slashes anymore. They demand lore and backstory reveals. What happened to the pure, simple thrill of a good old-fashioned dream chase? Quick break. If you've survived this far without nodding off, drop a comment below that says, "Don't fall asleep." Let's see how many night owls we have in the comments section. All right, back to Freddy's eternal torment. Immortality sounds pretty epic, doesn't it? For Freddy, it's just a drag. Every few years, he resurfaces, only for some hotshot director to reinvent him. One film, he's a wisecracking comedian. The next, he's a brooding victim with daddy issues. Sometimes he's even a critique of sleep deprivation culture. Pick a lane, Hollywood. He just wants to haunt dreams, not embody millennial burnout. Freddy's been remade more times than a bad night's sleep. At this point, he's not sure if he's a monster or just a fading IP in Hollywood's recycle bin. And the therapists? They're obsessed with him. They dissect his psyche. Freddy symbolizes the unchecked id in a repressed society. No, Dr. Freud wannabe, Freddy symbolizes Freddy. He doesn't need analysis, he needs screams, and maybe a glove sharpener that doesn't require prime shipping. But today's world doesn't fear dream invaders. It fears FOMO and unread notifications. They'd probably ask him to guest on a sleep hygiene podcast. Truth be told, Freddy's exhausted. Exhausted from reboots, remixes, and constant reinterpretations. Exhausted from everyone trying to understand him. Exhausted from chasing victims who just set their smartwatches to wake them up early. They call him the Dream Master. But even masters hit burnout, right? He just wishes progress didn't include dream journals and weighted blankets. Maybe someday Freddy will just retire, fade into the subconscious. Find a quiet corner of the collective unconscious to lurk. Just him, the shadows, and blessed silence. But until then, nightmares never end, and neither does he. If you're still awake, like this video, comment which horror villain Freddy should nightmare duel next and smash that subscribe button, because even dream demons need an audience. Sweet dreams or not, depending on the sequel slate.